Greetings class, Chris Haskins here with the realestateroundup.com, and today my flip tip is going to be on how I just set up my first Airbnb. Well, if you don't know the new sharing economy, the sharing economy is something that I am trying to learn and be a part of too. And the speech on one of those TED Talks videos from Jessica Parks talks about all the stuff that we buy, and just goes in a storage unit, you know, from campers to old mattresses to whatever you got in storage. Americans spend, according to Sparefoot, $38 billion just in self-storage every year. So there's a big business for stuff that we don't even use every day, right? So the sharing economy is tapping into stuff that we own, we can share with other people. I love it. Uber, let's go over these things, and I'm going to bring it back to real estate, but first I got to get your mind open to the sharing economy. What do you have that you can share with the rest of the world? Uber, all we're doing is sharing somebody else's car. They're going to take us to another location, right? Big business, blew up over the last years. I love this one because girl meets dress ties back into that self-storage space, so to speak. All those dresses that you women have out there that you might not be wearing, you can actually just rent a dress here and ship it back to them. You can rent up to 3 dresses at one time, I found out. So girl meets dress is another one where they're just sharing dresses that they have. Pretty cool. Blah Blah Car is another one of these car sharing things where if you can log on the site, you see somebody that's going the same route as you to work, you can reach out to them and just hop in the car, pay them to hop in the car with you, cross town, and now that you don't have to drive your car, save some miles on your car, right? The sharing economy. DoorDash is one of the ones my wife loves to use. We just use other people's cars. They go pick up the food for us and brings the food wherever we want to eat. They bring the food right to our front door for a very small fee. Really cool. So we're sharing their time, energy, and efforts to bring the food to us while we get to hang out at home. Hire car. This one I'm going to implement myself because I have a friend that's a car dealer. Hire car, literally all you do is you own a car, right? Somebody pays you 30, 40 bucks, they get to use your car for the day. Now, I'm not quite sure how they work the insurance out with that, but I'm sure they have something worked out. But hire car, all you're doing is sharing your car with the general public. LifeWire, another one where you can actually share ebooks. You can share ebooks that you've downloaded from Amazon or on your Kindle. And when you can hit a button, share that ebook with somebody else, and they don't have to go buy it. So all you're doing is sharing data. You don't even own a book. You're just sharing literally space on a cloud. Really cool. But the one we're going to get into today is Airbnb, the one that I have an affinity for because I'm in the real estate business, and hopefully you are too, or you want to get into the real estate business. Airbnb, I'm going to walk you step by step. Now that we've opened up your mind to the sharing economy, you don't even have to own the house. Today, I'm going to take you to a property that I don't even own. I hooked up with somebody that owns a property, and I worked out a deal with them to say, hey, listen, I'll stage the whole thing. I'll set it all up, pay you a part of the fee, and we'll take a percentage of the rents that come in for the nightly stays. So Airbnb, we are literally sharing an apartment, sharing a house with the general public for short-term rentals as opposed to month-by-month rentals. Month-by-month rentals is what I've been doing in the past. But now this Airbnb thing is around, so we can rent the room by the night, $50, $60, $70, sometimes $110 for the night, and get paid instantly, right? So we're just sharing our room for the night. So this unit I'm taking you to here is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom townhouse. It's an in unit, very nice. So we've got it, we're staging it now. We're almost done with the staging. I'm going to walk you through while we're doing the staging. Then I'll bring you back at the end to walk you through what it looks like. So the reason I got into Airbnb because it's another space. I want it to be another leg of income for me. And the demand, I'm going to show you the demand in my town, and I'm going to show you how you can find what type of Airbnb demand is in your town. You can go right to the website. I'm going to walk you through step by step how I am literally today setting up my first Airbnb. So let's get right to it. I'm going to take you to the property. Well, let me show you the demand. Let me open your mind up to create the possibilities in your world to how Airbnb can work for you. So we're going to use their website to show you what's available, and then we'll go right to the property. Okay, so I'm going to show you exactly what I saw as I was setting up this Airbnb unit here. I typed in my city there, Hampton, and I want to show you, I'm not an expert in Airbnb, but I have studied the market and business as far as supply and demand. So I went to my dates here, and I knew that there was a concert coming in town, a fish concert coming in town soon. And I knew the dates for that fish concert were going to be on the 19th to the 20th, right? So I put that in there. I set that into my settings there, and I went down. So now what I'm going to do is zoom in to right where that is here. I'm going to zoom in, like I'm in Hampton, Virginia, right? So I'm zooming in to Hampton, and as you can see, there are only, well, let's do this. Let me go back to guest home type. I want to have the entire place because most people want the entire place to themselves, right? So what I'm noticing here is like in Hampton, on the dates that I'm looking, here are the dates right here, right? October 19th to the 21st. I know the Fish concert is in town. Fish is this big old rock band that used to be performing back in the day. So as I was doing my research, I noticed that there's only one Airbnb for that weekend, right? For those dates. So I knew that there was a demand in my town. So that's why what kind of helped me to move forward with this process. So I'll go back here to see what different dates. You can pick what dates you got. Let's do apply for that. Even for the 17th to the 21st, there's only 2 Airbnbs left. It's truly amazing how you can check the validity or the demand for Airbnbs in your area. So I recommend you to go just kind of do a scrub there. You can just check the dates in your city, see what units become available. You see there are only a few in the entire town that I live in Hampton and Newport. There are none in Newport News. It's really amazing. So I knew that. Well, yeah, I did. I have a 2-bedroom, so I wanted to check for other 2-bedroom units, and we have very few that are available. You can scroll down here. The closest ones are going to be in a whole other city. You can see that right there. So that validated what I was looking at regarding the demand for an Airbnb in my town. Okay, so we're on site at the location. I had an opportunity to work with one of my business colleagues, who had a vacancy. So what we're doing is we're setting it up. I'm going to be flashing you. I'm going to try to make this as congruent as I can. So it's going to be step by step for you how we're setting it all up. But I'm going to flash back and forth to show you some of the research we did before we got into this property, some of the units that were out there and how much they were renting for, and some of the availability, which supply and demand is what got me into doing this. So we're going to walk you through, show you some of our staging, and this is going to be real time. We're doing this together. So I'm getting the house ready, and then we'll list it on Airbnb to see how it comes, to see whether or not it's even viable here in our town in the Hampton Roads area of Virginia. So this is our unit here. You can see it looks very appealing. Got a few small minor things need to be done, some paint, the shrub work. You see I was here doing some of that. This is an in-unit townhouse / condo. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. And let's take a look inside. We'll see what we got. See, what do you think about putting the screen in here too? It'd be nice to have it, get some air going through. Do you have the screen?
It was in the back bedroom.
Ooh, okay. All right, so here we are in our unit, and we're just about, let's say, 72.45% done with the staging. So as you walk in, you see it's got beautiful vaulted ceilings. And I'm going to briefly walk you through some of the staging here. We've got a living room set. This has a chair, 3-person living room, 2 fans. I'm sorry, not a fan. This is 2 lamps. Oh yeah, I forgot to say thank you, Smitty. Once again, Brother Smitty, working with me today. Thank you, brother.
You're very welcome, Chris.
Yes, sir. We got chair, dining room table. I don't even know what is this called?
Coffee table?
Coffee table. painting over the fireplace, and Steve is going to have a table here for our TV with basic cable. You know, nowadays you've got cable, you can set it up to where you can get a lot of channels for 20 bucks a month. But we are going to be including one bottle of wine, which you can get at your local Lidl's for $3 nowadays. Bottle of Zinfandel. Am I right about around that, Smitty?
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Lidl's great choice for wines.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I saw a lady in there yesterday with a cart full, just cranking them out. So we got our dining room. This is going to be our dining room table here, which we got off of Facebook Marketplace. I think we paid $100 for it. It's actually from IKEA. The guy was moving out of town and he brought it to my house. Paintings there, I believe we may have got from Marshall's or my favorite store, Roses on the low. I'm a Roses shopper. So we've got the floor tile here, very clean. The kitchen's ready to go. We got our coffee cups here ready for our new resident. And I got this coffee machine here on clearance, $7 at Target. Great deal, right? This is just some of the staging. And we have our wine glasses. And somebody asked me why we don't do, refrigerator's ready, empty, all clean, black, appliances packaged, no problem. Somebody asked me why I didn't do a Keurig coffee, because I have been told that people like to get the 5-finger discount on the Keurig coffee. What are they called? K-Cups?
K-Cups.
Yeah.
Take them home with them.
Yes, sir. So here's our staging for our bathroom. Stuff that I've been using from Roses. Looks very nice, and Steve brought some stuff in too. Looks very good. So basically, you got your shower curtain, a few decorative towels, which we will probably add some white ones here and put some white ones on the bed for them to use. Steve, we probably give them some towels that they can really use, huh? Some white ones maybe. Mm-hmm. Just leave this stuff here. I don't know.
Yeah, that's decorative.
Yeah, this is all decorative stuff. So you see our floor mat there. Look, this is all my favorite Roses. Yeah, favorite stuff.
Nice nautical theme too.
Yeah, man, good blue. So we've got our first bedroom here. We got one little chest of drawers here, which is really cool. Steve got that. Steve, you here? What we do is we put one picture, just like in the hotel, guys. One picture goes over the bed, and just like Smitty, what would you think that I paid for this picture here? What do you give you a guess?
$100.
$10. $10.
Nice.
The guy was going out of town. He said, "Please take it." When I got the table, so we got this chest of drawers. Steve picked that up. I'm not sure what he paid for it. This standard stuff. And we've got outside. We've got a little coffee, another dining room table for outside. This special unit. All right, and this upstairs. I'm not going to waste your time or bore you with more staging stuff upstairs. Let's cut to some of the numbers so I can show you exactly what's out there, how I did my research to find out supply and demand, what other people are charging, how many nights people are getting booked, and how does the pricing change from day to day, because you can charge more for weekends and certain days of the year. I'm going to show you exactly what I found out. Research. I did some research in my area. We have the Camping Coliseum, which from time to time has big shows. So I'm going to cut right now and take you to my computer and show you exactly what we saw as we were setting up this B&B. All right, so I have you in my back office of my Airbnb dashboard, and today's going to be the first day that I listed the unit. We listed the unit for rent. I think I started at, I don't know, $60 or $65. You can see the first, I got some inquiries for New Year's here. I got some inquiries for November, which are several months away. But this is so far what we have in income that's coming in. So let's look at our reservations that came in. They actually came in the same day I listed it. The same day. You can see the date that they came in. October 9th, October 8th, 9th, 8th. And this is overnight. One came in overnight. And remember I told you about that concert was October 19th to the 20th. So you can see already, I've already booked those nights already in one day. So I'm not sure if they're going to come in. My fear is that they come in, rent my place, and re-rent it out, which, that I can't control that. But we've got people coming in on October 13th. This is somebody coming in for 2 nights already, and you can see what they pay. And then Oh yeah, October 27th is another large concert. We have a very large. It's not an amphitheater. They call it the Hampton Coliseum. So large shows come here and they attract tens of thousands of people. Hotels are full. Sometimes you can't even get a hotel in our city or in the neighboring city. So already overnight we've accumulated 1, 2, 3, 4 reservations. So I'm happy. I am happy. It looks like this thing is going to work, and we're going to. Matter of fact, let me take you back to the finished product of what the house is looking like now. But yeah, I forgot to show you. Here's my calendar here for this day. We listed it a few days ago. We got somebody moving in tomorrow, 19th, 20th. I showed you that. And I wanted to show you the mistake that I made. I had my room rates the same across the board. And what you need to do is go in for the weekends, or when you have a high demand, you can click on it and change the rate. On that day, you can actually click on it. You can see that and just change it. That nightly price, you can trade that nightly price to $110 if you want. Click save. Probably won't get that on a Monday night, but on the weekends you need to probably change that and see what you can get, because the weekends have a lot more value than the weekdays because people are coming in from out of town. You got Thanksgiving, other holidays are coming, so just keep that in mind for your pricing for the weekends and for special events, which I didn't do. When I was so anxious to get occupants, we didn't maximize it to get the highest and best use of our unit, so we're only getting $60 or $70 a night, which I could have probably got double or triple that for that Fish concert. Okay, we're here on site. You can see the master magician, the master man with the plan. Steve, you want to say what up? That is the
Everybody,
man.
hello.
And his beautiful wife is in here. Hell, they are the master couple to put this all together. Okay, so we've got our unit there. Looks very good. Looking good. The end unit. We're here on site, so I'm finishing it all up. A lot of this stuff got a woman's touch. I can't take any credit for the cleanliness of this unit. So let's go inside, see how it looks. So we're on the front door as we walk in. It is just gorgeous here. We are just slamming. We are slamming. I'll probably cut that off. Anyway. So you walk in, we got our carpets cleaned. This is our living room area, beautifully staged. Ready to come in and relax. You see we got our free bottle of wine that comes with our unit. Our internet there, internet code. This is where our people are going to sit to have their dinners. We got refreshments here that come with it, complimentary. We're walking into the kitchen here. Everything's clean. You see we've got our coffee maker, toaster oven, coffee cups, complimentary coffee, toaster. Man, these people aren't gonna move. They aren't gonna want to move out. You got free water here in the refrigerator. Good God, it's nice. They got everything they need. Beautifully staged. I'll show you the back shot here. As we come back into our living room, this is gonna be bathroom number 1 here. Been all the way staged nicely. I remember I showed you from our pictures on the site. This thing was booked the first day I put it out. So this is bedroom number 1. I'll come in and give you a little entrance here. Bedroom 1, we've got our clock, picture, bed, end tables. And then when you get out of bed, you got your towels there. More towels up there, and you got your TV with your remote right there. You're good to go. Got your walk-in closet here with your iron board hangers. Good gracious, they're not gonna want to move out. Look at this. Got your nice chest of drawers. We're good. We're good. Right off. Okay, as we come out here, I'll give you a shot of the living space again. Very nice. Very nicely staged. We'll go up here to our loft that has been semi-staged. We haven't got this one all the way done yet, but so eventually we'll like to put a bed here for expandability, right? Or right now it's just a desk that our guests can just do some work with. This is the bathroom here, number 2. Nicely staged. Simple stuff, you don't need a lot. Simple stuff. And we got our bedroom number 2. There we go. Bedroom number 2 here. Carpet's cleaned. Chest of drawers with a mirror. Bed. And we don't have the end tables for this one yet, but the towels. One picture on the wall. This is the guest that's coming in will not be using this other bedroom, so it doesn't really matter right now yet. Oh yeah, you can see our living area, the loft. What we did do was add in some drapes here. You can see the draperies, curtains. They can close this. If you can see, oh shoot, they can close that, and when we turn this into a bedroom, they can put the kids up here and just close that. So can't see over the loft there, but that's still in the works. So we are done, finally done with staging our unit for the Airbnb, and that is how it's done. I showed you start to finish how we got our first short-term resident. I set up my first Airbnb with my business partner Steve. You met him earlier, just a wonderful guy, always willing to help me, just a world-class businessman. And listen, if this has benefited you in any way, just take a few minutes to take a few minutes to subscribe to my channel. And I want you to understand that the sharing economy is not going anywhere. These local politicians are trying to put things in place to limit the income, because we are taking income away from hotels. But in my opinion, you can't stop progress. You just can't stop progress. So take a few minutes, subscribe to my channel, share the content with any other investors you think that might, or even a homeowner. You can do this whether you own the home or not. I personally don't even own this home, and we're going to collect cash flow. This thing is going to throw cash flow off to me and to Steve. Steve's the owner, so we're going to work out. We've worked out a deal to where we work together to do these. Steve's a master electrician, contractor, knows how to do all the work, and I'm the business guy putting the residents in the unit. So we'll work that out, and I do all the staging. So like the content. This is Kris Haskins with the realestateroundup.com. If you've got any questions, or you need coaching, or you want to invest with me, shoot me an email to the email address coming up. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.